Looking at tonight's matchup, both front courts are outstanding. This should be quite a battle here, Smitty.
It should be. The big man in the spotlight in this one. Rebounding and everything in the paint. This should be a great showdown. Strength versus strength.
Here are the five for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
Fantastic decision-making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
George passes to Kennard. Here's Leonard. It's stolen by Johnson. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Suns basketball.
Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Here's Paul, following the score by the Clippers. Outside for Booker. Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton!
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Pass to George. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Paul passes to Johnson. Shot on the wing. They get the rebound. Bridges outside. It's Booker on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Leonard. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, when you let Ayton get the ball close, it's over. DeAndre is just too skilled.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Leonard with a screen on Bridges. Nice shot by Kennard.
Outstanding decision. Kennard is getting better and better at creating offense for himself.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team.
It's stolen by Leonard. Now George. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Paul with it. Guarded now by George. And Paul gets it to go.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
Pass to Kennard. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. And they're on the run. The kick out to Johnson. Zubats against Ayton. Now here's Paul. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 5. Booker for 3. Ayton. The Clippers grab the miss. Kennard outside. Ball with it. George outside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Clippers trail. Outside Wall. Kennard on the wing. Back to Wall. Pass to Kennard. It's good if it goes. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's DeAndre Ayton making highlights for the... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Paul George out there with John Wall. And it's Kennard in at the 3, a small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Jumps up, and George with the jam.
You see, that is just rude. Kawhi picks it, triggers the fast break. See ya.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Phoenix calls timeout. Well, Smitty, great teams have a plan B when plan A fails.
Well, B.A., a part of it is coaching, but it's also about having the talent to win more than one way. Also, it's about ad-libbing and being able to change on the fly.
Now here's Wall. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Kennard can't get it to go. Kennard's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Booker, pass to Bridges. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Zubac with a screen on Booker. Here's George. Driving inside. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation.
Here's Paul. And he lays it up and in. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
George a screen on Paul. Kicks it to George. Poke loose. Leonard outside. Zubac with a screen on Ayton. Leonard. That one is off. And Phoenix the other way now. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
Here's George, coming off a Suns make. And George with the jam.
What an athlete Paul George is, leaping up with such ease on those throwdowns.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Now here's Kennard. Pass to Zubac. Now Leonard. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
Now here's George. 9 points in the game. In transition, here come the Suns. Ayton inside. He's guarded by Zubac. Ayton, no good.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And George with the jam.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
Phoenix calls timeout. The Suns trailing. Now here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Now here's Leonard. Kicks it out to Kennard. Fires the 3. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Paul against Wall. Bridges passes to Paul. Outside Booker. Throws it up high. And Ayton with the stuff.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Wall against Paul. Wall, the pass to George. Here's the pick. Pass to Zubac. Just 3 on the clock. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be
25, the Suns. 23.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
On the floor for Phoenix, they've got Landry Shamet. Dario Saric is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Damian Lee, and it's Landale in at the 5, down low. Here's Coffey to the paint. Here's Batum. Misses the layup. Well, the Suns shooting it at 61%, a terrific average.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And the Clippers have possession. Coming off a Suns make. Jackson, the pass to Batum. Uses the glass on the layup. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Here's Crowder. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Count it.
I mean, a beautiful combination of power and concentration. Crowder as relentless as they come.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. Now Los Angeles with it. Jackson outside. For 3, Covington. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
You love how Covington stretches the defense. He is too accurate from range.
Here's Shamet, defended by Jackson. Crowder outside. Back to Shamet. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Shamet's got 4 points this quarter. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Jackson outside. Down low. Here's Covington. It's hauled in by Sharic. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. It's Shamet on the wing. Here's Sharic. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Crowder outside. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot to the inside. Pass to Sharic. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Jackson right side. For 3, Covington drills it from deep. Covington's got 6 points.
A knockdown threat from deep. Covington hasn't seen a 3 he doesn't like.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Jackson, the pass to Powell. Back to Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Out to the right wing. Here's Batum. The Suns clear it.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Pass to Landale. Crowder outside. Here's Shamet. This one for 3. Batum pulls it in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
All right. Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
On the wing, Crowder. Back to Shamet. Crowder outside. They set the screen. Over Jackson. Offensive rebound. Got a hand on it.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Now here's Jackson. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Lets it go from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Here's Crowder. Pass to Landale. Back to Crowder. Takes the 3. On target from range. Crowder's got 6 points in the quarter.
When it comes to scoring the ball, this is where Crowder's at his best. Off the catch.
Out to Covington. Here's the 3. Intercepted. Jackson against Sharic. Banked it in off the glass. Sharic has got 6. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Suns on top. They lead by 1. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Boo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. John Wall is out there with Paul George. And it's Kennard in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Here's George. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Johnson. Back to Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Wall against Paul. Back to Johnson. Fires for three. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. And the Suns lead by 5.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Kennard outside. The three is up. Unable to get that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Bridges outside. Pass to Paul. From deep, Johnson. And the Suns get another three.
And watching Chris distribute the basketball, you can see he has a sixth sense for where to go.
From outside the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Kennard. And the Clippers miss again. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Always nice to see PG dropping a dime, putting his excellent vision on the floor to good use.
Outside Paul. Pass to Ayton. All alone. Second shot opportunity. And here's Johnson. Outside Booker. Clock at 6. And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. George passes to Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Paul against Wall. And here's Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Ayton. 5 on the clock. Tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. A minute 53 left to play in the fourth. The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. George passes to Wall. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And now it's just a 4-point Suns lead.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He told them, quote, play as if it's 0-0. We want that type of energy and focus. We might be winning, but this game is not over yet. It's a clear message, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Booker drawing the double. Pass to Paul. To the inside. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Lets it fly. Kennard can't get it to go.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Buries it from 3.
Crucial points. Kawhi stepping up to the plate when his team needs him the most.
Now Paul. 52 seconds left to play in the fourth. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. And here are the Clippers now. It's a 3-point game. George passes to Kennard. Bridges against George. The Suns clear it. They've led by as much as 10. And I think we'll see them milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Booker with it. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
So the Suns win it, and they barely squeeze.
Oh, say does that star-spangled
Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. And Morant throws it down.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. Bridges outside. No good there. Morant with some nice D. Now the Grizzlies with it.
Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
Man, that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
Brooks, the pass to Morant. And a wide open look for Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded to Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise in their future.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Up top, Morant, defended by Bridges. Bain against Paul. Here's Morant. Adams, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, the motor right now for Steven Adams is humming on the glass, getting after it.
Booker against Bain. Ayton a screen on Bain. Booker the pass to Ayton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone, and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when
that was huge!
Incredible. Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere at the distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. And he won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. A minute 50 left to play here in the first. And that one clearly a foul against them. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play
Sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which...
The ruling on the floor is overturned.
Sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
passes to Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. Out to Morant. Shoots over Bridges. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 4. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Jackson down low, working on Booker. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Paul looking over the floor. Kicks it out to Johnson. There's the steal.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
Brooks dishes to Adams. Memphis moving that ball around. Bane passes to Morant. Five to shoot. Pass to Jackson. Out to Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
And how about the assertiveness from Morant, wasting no time firing. Love his approach.
Kicks it out to Booker. Morant with the steal. And it's Brooks in the corner. Bane passes to Brooks. Morant outside. Outside Jackson. Wide open look. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And no question, Morant has the range. Now he's working on the consistency, but the shot looks good. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. Out to Brooks. Launches a 3. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Timeout called the Suns. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Craig, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Paul, and he uses the glass on the layup. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
This Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, he'll find a way to get it done.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. That's a 2 from Paul. Gets a very good look and converts. Paul's got 6. And and the Grizzlies leading by 12. Now here's Morant. He's got 12. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Morant. And he drives in.
And relentless in his attack. Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Johnson sets the screen for Paul. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here's Paul. He's got 6. Now the dish to Ayton.
And how about using that impressive vertical on defense? Morant has the ability to block shots when in position.
From the arc. Offensive rebound. And Jackson throws it down hard.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
The pass to Paul. Here's Ayton. That one, no good. Adams, some nice D. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Morant reaches to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Booker looking around. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
1:09 left in the first half. And then Morant slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Kicks it out to Booker. Here's Ayton. Booker finds Bridges. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Here's Paul, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off inside. Phoenix calls timeout.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. Good D by Johnson.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Unbelievable. You think of Bridges as understated, not that flashy, and then he does that.
John Morant has been. Thanks, David. And we'll be
17. The Grizzlies, 33.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
So on the floor for Memphis. Williams is out there with Clark. Then it's Jones. Then it's Green. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard. Booker the pass to Ayton. Bridges, no one around him. Trains the three-pointer. Bridges has got 5 now.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, can add it to the list.
Here's Conchar, defended by Booker. Back to Jones. Pass to Clark. That shot off, and Phoenix will come the other way. Johnson for three. Here's Booker, who's back up. He takes it up and lays it in. Booker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Booker throwing himself into the mix that time to get a second chance opportunity.
Jones kicks to Williams. Passes it to Green. Back to Williams. Green deciding where to go with it. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. Suns trail by 13, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. For three, Booker. They get it again. Pass to Johnson. He kicks it to Bridges. On the wing, Booker. It's up a three. Bangs home the trifecta. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Ball against Morant. Bridges outside. Another three for Phoenix.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Morant drives in. And Morant throws it down.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
Morant against Paul. Johnson, that's for two. The Grizzlies pull it in. They led by as many as 18 points. And he commits the intentional foul.
Chris Paul, first personal foul. First team foul.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Morant outside. Drills the three-pointer. Morant's got 23.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Ayton. Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Paul against Morant. Here's Ayton, and he goes big with the dunk right over John Morant.
Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with him.
59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Morant with it. 23 points in the game. And stolen by Booker. And now the Suns at fast break. Bridges leading the charge. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
Bain against Booker. Bridges outside. Kicks it out to Booker. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Bridges against Brooks. And Ayton throws it down.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Here's Morant. with 1 on the clock, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Memphis going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play
Everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Morant against Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Ayton, a screen on Bain. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Booker. He feeds it to Ayton. That shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Now Morant. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Good D by Booker. The drive by Paul. Johnson outside. Knocks down the 3-ball.
As good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
And here's Morant. Kicks it to Jackson. Back to Morant. Bridges with the board. Suns trail by 6. Booker with it. He's picked up by Brooks. High post Johnson. Adams on him. And so they foul intentionally.
Jaren Jackson Jr. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lock at 6. Ball against Morant. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. With 3, Booker. It doesn't go for him. And it's Memphis the other way. Adams taking his time here. On the wing, Bain. Morant outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
And between his footwork and height, Jackson is a tough matchup for defenders. Here he takes full advantage and draws the foul.
He makes the first of 3, and that makes it a 7-point lead. The second one drops, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that will put them up by 9. Morant against Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Stolen by Jackson. There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. Morant outside. Outside, Bain shoots. Kept alive. Adams. Out to Morant. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morant's got 11 in the second half. Paul against Morant. Paul dishes to Ayton. Booker outside. Paul outside. Three-pointer. Devin Booker, and that's good.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Now here's Morant. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside, Bain. Over Paul. Out to Brooks. Over Booker. Brooks misses. Not sure the miracle, Greg, is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
Stolen by Brooks. Adams finds Bain. And so the Grizzlies take the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...
Doris, when you're playing in the same conference, the rivalry is real. These teams in particular have bumped heads for years.
Well, rivalries are built when something is at stake, and when you look at the entire history of this matchup, the peaks and valleys for each club, there's a little bit of distaste, which always makes for interesting viewing.
So here's the Clippers starting group. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. Paul George out there with John Wall. And it's Kennard in at the 3, small forward.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter. Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Wall against Morant. Here's Kennard. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Kicks it out to Kennard. Back to Zubats. George outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Kennard. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Leonard against Jackson. Outside for Morant. The shot misses. And Los Angeles the other way now. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And there's the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. George for 3, drains the triple.
Well, Paul George able to keep that shot high in the air. This is a dangerous long-range bomber. Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Now here's Morant. Give him 8. Driving in. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Ball against Jackson. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
John Wall has an incredibly high basketball IQ, so you find the shooter and get it into their hands.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's George. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot, and will go to the line. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
He plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Zubac with a screen on Bane. George passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Here's Morant going inside.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Now here's Kennard from deep three-point range. And it's Bane with the rebound. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. And the big finish by Wall.
Well, you have to understand what the defense is doing. If they give you an opportunity to set up a teammate, Luke Kennard will take it.
Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 19 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
He got it up. And it goes! He gets it! Wow!
I love to see when those shots go in. Oh, man.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 3. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the floor for the Clippers, Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. John Wall is out there with Paul George, and it's Kennard in at the 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. And here's Morant. 21 points in the game. And then Morant with the dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Memphis leading. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Outside Morant. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
BA, I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive, a defensive force as we have seen. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And the big finish by Wall.
Let's remember, John Wall has long arms and he's a great athlete. Makes him a terrific finisher at the cup.
Now here's Morant. He's got 25. Sinks that one from the post. Morant's got 8 here in this quarter.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And that one drops for him.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Brooks left side. Back to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots. The shot that time not on target. And Los Angeles the other way now. For 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, you want a shooter you can count on. Luke Kennard, welcome to the game.
Here's Morant. He takes it in. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. The Clippers trail. George outside. Pass to Wall. 1:36 left in the first half of this one. Here's Leonard on the take. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
Morant against Wall. Now Morant. 30 points in the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
The free throw drops for Morant. And Morant drops them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Outside Wall. To the middle. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
John Wall is assertive when he touches the paint. This guy always capable of doing damage inside.
Here's Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And so he hits both. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Outside Wall. There's the 3. That shot missing. There's 31 seconds left in the second. Morant with it. Guarded now by George. Morant, the pass to Bane. 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. George against Morant. Bane, the pass to Brooks. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitution on the court.
Nine seconds left in the second period. To the paint. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight.
The Clippers, 33.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
We've got Brandon Clark. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Danny Green, and it's Williams in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe. Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
George is screen on Jones. Kicks it to George. Takes the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Memphis leading. Here's Jones. Takes it inside. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. On the wing, Green. 5 to shoot. Clark with it. He's guarded by Zubats. It's stolen by Green. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Pass to Conchar. Outside, Green. Back to Conchar. 4 on the clock. Now Williams. Over Leonard. Williams misses.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And the jam by George.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
That's good from George. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Jones with the ball. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Williams passes to Green. Back to Williams. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Conchar. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Conchar. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Jones from outside, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Outside Wall. Leonard with the ball. Back to Wall. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Kicks it out to Clark. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers. Morris, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson comes in for Wall. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Jackson, the pass to George. Back to Jackson. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
That's a little bit about balance and concentration. Jackson absorbs the contact and makes the shot anyway.
Here's Conchar. George defending. Jones against Jackson. Outside for Green. Here's the 3. Fires in the triple. Green's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, this guy is a lethal distance shooter. Danny Green lights out.
George passes to Morris. It's deflected. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. George outside, down low. Stolen by Jackson. The ball's knocked loose. George with a steal. Here's Kennard. From beyond the arc and then some. Kennard's got 9 points.
Oh my goodness, Luke Kennard from the next zip code. Good night.
Here's Morant. Oh my goodness! Yikes!
What a finish. Just amazing that he could come up with that move.
Tremendous creativity, Grant. That's next level right there.
That has got to be deflating for the defense. He's just showing them up right now, guys.
Inside, here's Morris. Adams grabs the miss.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Morant, the pass to Bain. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. And now an 11-point Memphis lead.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in command. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for the Clippers, Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Morris in at the 5. Outside for Brooks from behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Kennard outside. Let's go with a 3. Adams grabs the miss. Morant against Jackson. Bain, the pass to Morant. Six on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. That shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. For 3, George. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Jackson with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. And stolen by Leonard. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. Here's Morris. Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough.
He's off on the first.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this 4th quarter. And here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 15.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
Pass to Leonard. Jackson down low. Hounded by Morant. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Adams with the block.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Jackson, pass to Morant. Back to Jackson. Morant against Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Outside for Brooks. Jacks up a 3. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul, and the Clippers making a change here. Zubats is checked in. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Back to Morant. Outside Bain.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Clock at 6. The three is up. The Clippers grab the miss. George with it. Jackson in his pocket. George with the bucket.
Well, Paul George has been cooking all night. The defense has nothing for him right now.
Outside Morant. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Brooks finds Morant. Driving to the basket. Jackson outside. Beyond the arc. He's off on that one. The Clippers go the other way with it.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Grizzlies.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Graham. Competitive game. They battled through every step of the way.
And BA, can you say big time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well deserving of this win.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Ja Morant.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
And here are the Clippers now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Kennard. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
That's just heads-up basketball, and Jackson scanning the floor, spots the ready shooter. Nicely done.
Now here's Morant. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Adams. Launches it. And again, Memphis no good. Leonard for three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Shooting off the dribble is probably one of the toughest skills in the NBA, but Kawhi has it mastered.
And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. A clean win.
Who say does
Richard, this should be an interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. And the Clippers starting five. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Paul George is out there with Wall, and it's Kennard in at the 3 spot. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And it's the Suns with the ball after the basket by Los Angeles. And Booker kicks to Ayton. Just 5 to shoot. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
George passes to Leonard. And he's good on the 3 ball.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Paul. Elbow shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Now here's Booker. They grab their own miss. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Johnson wide open. He fires. Good on the triple. Johnson's got 5 now.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Leonard. Beyond the arc. A shot. No good. And Phoenix the other way now. In the corner, it's Bridges. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Ball against Paul. Now here's Wall. Back to Zubac. And stolen by Ayton. George against Booker. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Clippers ball. Clippers trail by 6. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get and let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Suns? And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. 1:58 left here in the first quarter. Here's Wall. On the wing, George. And Leonard has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. That one good for 2. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group. And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder. Fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Wall looking it over. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Wall. Leonard's got 7 points.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Ball outside. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. And Johnson with the stuff.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now here's Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Ayton throws it down.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Count it.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
Johnson outside. That will count. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Suns lead by 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And Wall kicks to Kennard. Bridges with the steal. And now the Suns a fast break. Booker against Wall. Ayton a screen. Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Nobody near Leonard. And good, coming off the assist by Wall.
3-point field goal.
Leonard's got 12.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Ball against George. Back the ball, stolen by George. Kennard on the wing. Defended by Paul. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Leonard finds Wall. It's hauled in by the Suns. A drive by Paul. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Paul dishes to Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Lays it up and banks it in. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Here's George. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Booker in the post. Defended by George. No coverage that time. Johnson's got 10.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position. Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Phoenix leading by 5. Paul outside. Kicks it out to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Booker the pass to Johnson. That shot no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Kennard with the ball. High post, Zubac. Outside for George. And foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can
Previous play is under review.
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow...
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
moving at it, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Good on the three-point shot.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
And Wall kicks to George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Clippers have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Wall against Paul. Johnson against Leonard. Oh, Ayton in position.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Wall passes to Kennard. Morris with a screen on Bridges. Kennard kicks to Wall. Driving to the basket. That one drops for him.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
All right, David, thank you. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Batum's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Coffey in at the 3 slot.
And the long strides of Batum, his length is what makes him so dangerous on the drive.
Now, here's Shannon. Tight defense on him. Crowder kicks to Shannon. Lee passes to Shannon. Fader on the way. Charge has the open look. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 4. And there's the pass to Coffee. Crowder with the steal. Lee outside. Pass to Landale. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Suns lead by 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Jackson kicks to Covington. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Platoon passes to Powell. 4 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's Covington from the arc. And he stays with it. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Crowder goes in. Shamet on the wing. Sinks the three-pointer. Shamet's got the lead up to 11 now for the Suns.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Shamet finds Lee. The kick out to Crowder.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:56 left here in the third quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Crowder's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Los Angeles calls timeout, and the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Clippers trail by 13. Outside, Wall. George passes to Wall. Hall with the defensive effort. And here are the Suns now. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Bridges, no one around him. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And the Clippers call time here. Clippers trail by 19. Outside, Wall. Here's George. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Leonard. George with the ball. He's guarded by Booker. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
Shooting for the
that one on Ayton.
Paul George.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Phoenix? And here's Phoenix. They're on a 15-3 run right now. Al Paul pulls up on the wing. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Paul's got 6.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Buries it from three-point range.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Paul outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Fires for three. Another three for Phoenix.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Paul, no one around. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts three more onto their list.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now here's Paul. Unloads from 13. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
What confidence from the accomplished veteran. Paul doesn't need much space to shoot from the mid-range.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And the 3-ball is good.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Ball against Paul.
Come get it. Come get it.
It's rebounded by Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 19. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Just over a minute and a half play here in the fourth. Sinks the triple.
Not lacking any confidence. When the ball hits Wall's hands, he is ready to let it fly.
Booker against George. Here's Booker. The 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 16. Kennard finds Leonard. Fires the 3. Kennard's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Booker with it. Shot clock at 6. Launches it. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Suns lead by 19.
A reliable 3-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
George up top. Defended by Booker. George, no good. Suns leading by 19 points. 1:56 left in the game. And here is Paul. Shot from the wing. He squares up and sinks it. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
Uses the pick so nicely. Paul gets the screen and fires away.
Kennard for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Phoenix.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Mikal Bridges.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
On the wing, Booker. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Zubac. Booker against George. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Ball against Wall. Johnson right side. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Booker outside. From deep. Again, the miss by Booker. So it's the Suns winning easily here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that...
This is the type of game the fans really get up for. So do we, and the players as well.
Yeah, we all can't wait. These are the types of games you mentally circle on the calendar. And it's a test for the teams to see how championship ready they might be.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center. For three, Booker nails it from beyond the arc.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Here's Morant into the lane. And then Morant with the dunk.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Paul. Crowder outside. Outside Booker. Cans it with nobody near him. Booker's got 5.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Here's Jackson. Drops in the layup for 2.
The D has to be more assertive with Jaren Jackson inside. Even with some contact, he's still able to score.
Now here's Paul. That one no good. Morant with a defensive effort. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare. What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Booker, good.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Morant against Bridges. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Outside Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Ayton hits them both. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Paul passes to Ayton, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Bane against Booker. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside Paul. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. The 3 from Ayton. Adams grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Pass to Bane. Back to Jackson. Outside for Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Paul. For 3, Booker. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
Here's Morant. He can't hit that time. And Phoenix the other way now. It's Bridges on the wing. Fires the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
One of the best passers we've ever seen. Paul on time and on point.
Morant, the pass to Bane. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Paul with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Crowder outside. Launches a three. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
Now here's Booker. 11 points in the game. And here's Crowder from the arc. Another shot. Back to Booker.
The length, the quickness, and the agility. Jaren Jackson has everything he needs to be a premier
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Time for a quick break. Then back to the action. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Phoenix.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Morant with it, now guarded by Booker. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Bane. From the wing. And there's Jackson on the assist by Bane. Jackson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I like Jackson's work inside. Can face you up or go over either shoulder, finishing with either hand.
Outside for Booker. Pure from three-point range. Booker's got 14.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Jackson, pass to Morant. There's the triple. They get it back. Here's Adams. Brooks from outside. Can't hit that one. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Bridges with it, guarded by Morant, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively flawless.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. 17 points in the game. And they say to win big, sometimes you have to sacrifice. Tell us exactly what that means, though, in basketball terms, man.
What it means, B.A., as a player, you might have to accept a more defined role. Most players grew up as the best player on their team. When you're on a contending team, sometimes you have to just star in your role.
Out to Bridges. Booker against Brooks. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. The 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Jackson, the pass to Adams. Back to Jackson. And here's Morant. Booker defending. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Morant. Adams with the ball. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You got to bring more than that to stop Steven Adams. Using that strength to fight through contact.
Morant against Paul. Outside for Booker. Lets it go from deep. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Bridges. And then Morant with the dunk.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Outside Paul. Lets it go from 14. And another basket for Phoenix.
Working in that mid-range area. The analytics may not love it, but that's a good look for him.
Brooks outside. And here's Morant. He's got 12. Back to Brooks. Right side Moran. Second chance effort. Outside Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Goes back up. And he takes it up and lays it in. Jackson's got 8 points.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Outside Paul. Out to Bridges. The 3-ball. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Jones from outside. No good on the buzzer beater. And we finished off one half of play. Suns ahead, up 8. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Green. And it's Williams in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Pass to Šarić. To the middle. Here's Landale. Goes up again. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Memphis trailing here. Back to Green. Now Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
Here's Lee. Soft touch off the glass. And the Suns lead by 8.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Williams into the lane. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major impact.
Clark grabs the board. And the Grizzlies shooting has been spectacular. 67%. Just incredible. Jones, the pass to Green. Pass to Conchar. Outside for Green. It's stolen. To the inside. That's tipped. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Williams with it. Outside Jones. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Šarić. The Suns leading. Here's Shamet. Here's Landale. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Kicks it out to Clark. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
At the line for Memphis, Brandon Clark.
So he comes up empty, missing both. Phoenix has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. And it's blocked by Clark. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Šarić. Pass to Johnson. 1:50 left in the third quarter. Takes a three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Green in the post. Here's Conchar. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Outside Booker. Crowder outside. Back to Booker. Pass to Aiden. That shot off. Good D by Clark. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Williams. Hauled in by Paul.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And Ayton with the stuff.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Jones against Paul. Outside for Green. And stolen by Bridges. Crowder left side. Pass to Aiden. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
On the wing, Jones. Fires it. And that one's long.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait. But you can't blame him.
And that one's good. Paul.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Jones, the pass to Williams. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hand. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And now the Suns fast break. Paul with it, guarded by Morant. Out to Bridges. Crowder inside. Adams is there. The three-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Morant, no good.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Paul passes to Bridges. Back to Paul. Bridges outside. The kick out to Paul. And here's Crowder from the arc. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Adams. 6 to shoot. Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Paul. A good look from Bane. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Booker. Back to Bridges. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. Woo! Wait! Big finish. Big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Going inside, it's hauled in by the Suns. Left side Paul. Offensive rebound. And the Grizzlies with possession here. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up.
The upside Ja Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside Booker. From downtown, good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
There's Jackson with the three. Here's Adams. Jackson against Crowder. Kicks it out to Jackson. Lets the three fly, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
There's the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter. Shot from the top of the key. That one off the back iron and out.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Brooks the pass to Morant. Outside for Brooks. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
A big shot maker in college. Brooks has proven his value in the biggest moment.
Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. On the take. And Booker with the jam.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
Morant against Bridges. The drive by Morant. Oh, can't answer back with his own dunk. Oh, there's the alley. And Crowder with the jam.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Morant. Crowder grabs the miss.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Here's Booker. A rare miss for him. Paul against Bain. And he slams it in one-handed.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bain getting off the ground with ease.
Now Booker. So the Suns win it. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the back. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan, not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift. But I did love playing one John Barry.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Zubac, a screen on Bain. Zubac in the post. Adams defending. Here's Kennard. 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Zubac, no good. About a minute played so far here in the first. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. He talked to me about the importance of protecting the rim, challenging opponents at the top of the jump, and making it difficult for them to convert easy baskets. But to have a chance of that, they have to expend energy getting back in transition, which will help close down those driving lanes. So guys, we'll see where their energy lies throughout this game.
Thanks, David.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Here's Wall. Grizzlies making the shot. Outside, George. Back to Wall. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Morant against Wall.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
The kick out to Wall. Kennard on the wing. Brooks covering. Kennard the pass to Zubac. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Okay, everyone, that was your Clippers Spirit Dance Team. Let's hear it.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Grizzlies ball.
And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. Out to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. 6 to shoot. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything. Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Leonard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Kennard, well schooled, just keeping his eyes up and making that play.
Ball against Morant. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. And there it is for him. And that's 13 points for John Morant.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And the Clippers call time here.
Once again, let's hear it for you.
Clippers trail by 7. All taking his time here. George with no one around. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. George has got 6.
Effortless from Paul George, knocking it down off the good pass.
Morant against Wall. Brooks kicks to Jackson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And here's a guy that's not in coast mode. Jackson is going to give it all he has every minute he's on the floor. That's how he earns the and one.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Wall passes to George. Back to Wall. At the elbow, it's George. Over Bain. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a close. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
Well, one thing standing out right now is just how fearless everybody is in getting to the inside. They're taking advantage of any lane or angle they get to get after it.
Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubats. All out there with Paul George, and it's Kennard in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Los Angeles calls timeout. Clippers trail by 9. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Wow, Dylan Brooks off the bounce. Teammates are loving that.
Kennard, the shot missing. Adams, some nice D. The drive by Bain. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Wall. Now here's Morant for 3. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And this is something Morant must keep working on. When he's dialed in from distance, this offense is at a whole nother level. Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no, okay, good play. Get back on defense.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Now, here's George. 6 points for him. Leonard with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 5.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Bain against George. Tries from 16. That one's not going to go. And it's Memphis the other way. In the corner, it's Bain. Jackson kicks to Morant. And the rejection by Zubats. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Now here's Jackson. He has 5. Out to Brooks. Wing shot on the way. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 11-point game. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Oh,
man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
And you got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
And the Clippers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Wall. Buries it down low. Wall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And a strong guard. Wall takes the hit and still can convert.
And here's Morant. 24 points for him. Adams right side. Outside for Jackson. Adams trying to free himself up. And there's Jackson on the assist by Adams.
Now, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Here's Wall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Memphis leading by 14. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Morant with it. Brooks finds Morant. Back to Brooks. Top of the key, Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Offensive rebound. And a wide open look for Bane. Misses the wing jab.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back right after. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Jackson has the open look. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 11.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
And he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Morant scanning the floor. That one falls. Morant's got 4 points this quarter. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now, because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from 2-point land, 3-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
Payne for three. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
3-point.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
It's hauled in by Adams.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Morant with the screen on Leonard. Jackson dishes to Morant. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Well, we know Kennard can shoot, but Brent, he has moved up a level.
Well, Luke Kennard ended the season with the highest three-point percentage in the league, right around 45%. But there is more to his game. If you overplay him, he can drive it, and he's a better playmaker than you might imagine. Makes him a really tough matchup.
Payne for three. It's not going to go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. The three from George. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 13.
Yeah, Paul George not waiting around, wanting to get out in transition, run the floor, and become a dangerous weapon on the perimeter.
Morant passes to Jackson.
2 minutes.
Payne against Zubac. From deep, Brooks. He can't get that one.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Wall against Morant. Pass to Jackson. In the corner, it's Payne. 6 on the shot clock. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
George passes to Zubac. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac looking to get deep into the paint. And look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection, great consistency.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Back to Green. Wall with the steal. Leonard kicks to Wall. Zubac with the screen for Wall. Ball's knocked loose. Memphis leading by 14. Floats it up for Williams. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Jones, the pass to Green. Back to Jones. There's the pass to Green. Jacks up a three. That one doesn't drop. No good that time. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Paul George is out there with Wall, and it's Kennard in at the three, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Williams dishes to Green. Shot clock at 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Adams, he's checked in for Clark. Dylan Brooks comes in for Danny Green. Baines checked in for John Concho. And it's John Morant in for Tyus Jones. Out to Morant. There's the drive. It's hauled in by Paul George.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Williams passes to Bain. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Morant against Wall.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. To the middle. And the dunk by Zubac.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Now Morant. He dishes it to Adams. Pass to Bain. Pocket 6. The kick out to Williams. A 3-ball. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Leonard. He takes it in. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
What an athlete as Kawhi gets a step on the D, and they're helpless.
Here's Morant. The kick out to Williams. Lets it go with a 3. They grab their own miss. Wall against Morant. Williams for 3. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 12. And Leonard gets it to go. 11 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard, who just stays with it and is unshaken.
Morant, the bounce pass. Back to Williams. And it's Williams again missing. The Clippers running out of time. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Leonard kicks to Kennard. From outside, off the mark. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They led the game at 1 point by 2. Oh!
Yeah. Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And here's Leonard from 3. Here's Wall. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And as long as Kennard keeps knocking down those threes, he's going to get more opportunity.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bain, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And so it's Memphis with it. They have a 9-point lead. Morant dishes to Adams. It's deflected. Morant left side. Outside Williams. And so the Grizzlies take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was